Hello, how are we doing today? That's awesome. Here today, I think we are going to work on adding uploads to our application. I probably should have downloaded some images and stuff of people, but we'll figure that out. I'm just hoping I can get the upload piece to work, for that matter, right now. So for those of you that are new to the stream or videos, take a quick 2 minutes and kind of walk through it. We've been working on building out this application for the last 2 months. Essentially, it is a contact application. Manages our contacts, phone number, address, first name, last name, date of birth, etc. Only because it's a common metaphor that most people know, and there's a billion contact applications out there, and we just did not want to, create something that could be published, although technically you could publish this, but this is more so to focus on the how to build an application. So if you follow along at our GitHub repository, JoeG/contacts, you'll find in there an outline page which kind of covers everything we've worked on since the inception. We started out with walking through IDEs, integrated development environments. We then started with file new and created a project from scratch with next to nothing outside of just the templates that Visual Studio, Rider, and .NET provide. We built out a model for our contacts. You can click on the video link to see the video of that stream, as well as the source code for the stream at the end of it. Then worked on building out the management layer, spent a couple of days on building out the database using any framework and SQLite. You can find links to any articles or blog posts or documentation we use, usually following those links. We then spent a couple of days working on unit tests to validate our application logic is working. Then worked on separating out the data layer to make sure that we can migrate it over to SQLite when we moved it to the cloud. Then spent a couple of days building out the API using ASP.NET Core Web API. Then spent the day documenting the API. Then worked on adding some other improvements to the API. Then worked on some application authentication. Then spent a good week or two building out the user interface. That's the MVC app that we use for our application. Then migrated over the SQL Server. Worked on moving it to the cloud. Took 3 days, mostly because of errors that were made along the way, but now it's built up to the cloud. We then added application logging using application insights and nlog. We then used GitHub Actions to deploy our code the second we commit to the main branch. The code gets committed and deployed out to Azure. We then, this page is not up. Oh, did I forget to commit? Or did I forget to refresh? Oh, I forgot to commit. Yesterday, we spent the day working on user secrets. Let's make sure I still have that code here. I committed it. Why is it not there? Or did I not push it? Oh well. It'll get sent up later, but you'll be able to see the YouTube video for me working through user secrets and the actual code in there. So today we're going to work on uploading files, and we're going to base it off of this very lengthy article on the Microsoft Docs on how to upload files using ASP.NET Core. So I'm going to just put this in the notes so I don't forget for later where I got it from. So, for those of you who don't know what uploading is or how to upload, it's actually relatively easy. This document is super long because it covers some important security concerns that you need to worry about, like where you're getting your file from, what you are actually doing with the file, names of the files, things like that, because uploading a file is not necessarily dangerous, but if done incorrectly or not with the right precautions, you can lead to many dangerous things. Here are the top 3 that, bullet points that are in there. Allows people to execute denial of service attacks on you. It could upload potential viruses, malware, change your computer network. There's all kinds of things that can happen. We're going to get the basics working for probably just JPEG and PNG files, and then we can look in future streams of how to kind of lock it down a little bit more. This article talks about 3 different ways to store the data. Right now in our database, we are storing a pointer, or essentially the URL, to where the file is stored. We're not saving it off into a database, which technically we can do, but I opted not to, only because I knew that we were going to go forward with moving out to the cloud and going to use Azure Blob Storage for it. So that's kind of the 3rd bullet point here. And the second is to store it on the physical file system, meaning you upload it and then store it somewhere on your network. There's pros and cons to all 3 of them. This one, for me, I think is the easiest, safest, and probably the most cost-effective. So there's lots of different ways you can actually upload the file. Off the bat or out of the box, ASP.NET Core MVC supports the file upload HTML tag, which allows us to kind of upload files. With that, as you can see here, there is a type file which gives us a selection box to choose a local file and upload it. And then there's some JavaScript APIs that we can do. We're just going to use the out of the box for it. And I'll put this link in the GitHub repo so we can get to it. So let's get started. I have this document off on another screen so that we don't have to keep swapping back and forth. So let me go and kind of get that ready, and we should be off to go. So if we look at our code in the edit piece of it in our contact controller, or actually not the controller, the view, we should have a edit, and the edit allows us somewhere down here to enter a URL. I'm going to keep that for now only because we might allow the user to be able to change that, or we actually could just point that directly here. So we'll keep that here for now and add in this new property, which we will call upload a picture of the contact, and let's call it user picture file, and this is user picture file, and I think the input we need to change it to type equals file. So type equals file. And this is complaining red because we don't have that defined in our model, which is totally fine. So let's go and work on doing that. Let's see if we actually need to do that. There is something in the documentation around using the models, and let's see if we can find it so that you can follow along with me. Uploading files, blah blah blah. There was something in here. Where is it? There was something on the model. Size validation. Where are you? I only had a way I can search. Oh, that model has 52. Like that. We'll ultimately change the file size. When uploading a file using model binding and I form, the action method can accept any of these. So let's see. Form type. Oh, we don't want multiple. That's done. Not use the file name. Yeah, that's fine. Binding matches form files by name, for example, HTML name form file. Match the C# parameter bound form file or name, for example. Form file. Yeah, that's for multiples. I don't want to do that. So let's go take a look at our domain model, which should be here. And contact. And let's see if let's put it close to here. And I'm just going to add exclude from code coverage for it now. And then form file. Boo. It doesn't say. Like every way of uploading it except for what we want to do. Unless I have to create a separate action for it. Let me see if there isn't a different example. ASP.NET Core MVC File Upload. I think that's the docs we're on now. Open up that page. Secondary. Yeah, this is the one we're on now. Member model. HTTP posted file. Let's just make sure that's it. HTTP posted file. Okay, so it looks like we need HTTP posted file. what did I call it? User. What did I call it? User picture file. Picture file gets set. And nope. Not the type I wanted. System, oh, this is not .NET Core. Probably why. Upload files, head upload files. See what Stack Overflow says. Type form, iForm file. Okay, so this should be iForm file. Come on, what is up with this? You can add a new property of type iForm file to your model. Should probably make sure we do that to the form tag before I forget. And wonder why is my select? Come on, select work. So let's go here. Why is this not working? What am I missing? iForm, where's iForm file? What library are you in? iForm file. HTTP ASP.NET Core HTTP. Oh, I hate to put that in the model. I would hate to put that in the model. So it goes into the interface. I could put it in a separate model here for it, but then we'd have to translate it again, and I don't want to do that. Let's just do this. Using Microsoft AS, what was it? Microsoft ASP.NET Core. Yeah, that's terrible. I don't want to do that. I don't want to add that to the model because that just gets our model tightly coupled to the user interface or the implementation of the user interface, and I kind of want to avoid that. So let's see what our other options are to not do it as part of the model. So let's see. I do. Apparently clicked on a button that clicked over there. So let's go back to the file upload scenarios. Buffering, the entire file is read into a form. Yeah, that's okay. Streaming. Let's upload small files, use multi-part. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to use the JavaScript fetch API. Don't want to do that. The files input, yeah, I don't want to do that. Huh. Oh, it's not looking like this is as easy as I thought it would be. What are simple file uploads used in browser page form? Oh, we could have a separate upload for it. Let's try that. So we already got that. Already got that. I wonder if I can do 2 submits. Let's take a look at our existing submit. Yeah, this one doesn't indicate what it's for. Could do something like this. Yeah, that doesn't look right though. That doesn't look right. Man, this article needs to be broken down a little bit. I that aren't just too stubborn to figure it out or read it. See what this suggests us do. Model binding. And uploading a file is where files are uploaded in their entirety before execution hits your controller action. This means that it holds it to disk. Small files, this is fine. Larger files run into scale issues. I think I can just do this on, let's do it outside of this form. And I don't want to do it this way. Get rid of view for now. And this we can do ASP action equals load. Create this method in our controller. So let's go to here and create a post. Go through here, create a post to do the upload. HTTP post public async task. We need to know the user it goes with. We can get that from the tag. Upload. And I think we want domain file, list of iForm files. List of iForm files. We'll look into changing it to one file in a minute. Let's just get this part working. Let's see if I can change that input type to only send one file. Oh boy. Input type equals files. Let's just look at input type file. Input type equals type file properties. Oh, you can do that part there. That's what we want to do. And then events, value, additional attributes, except for types, data, files. I don't want files, multiple, which if present indicates user may choose more than one file. So let's do multiple equals false. We only want one file. Or did I get it wrong that it's multiples? When multiple Boolean attribute is specified, the file import allows. Oh, so I guess I don't want to send it. So let's just double check, make sure there's nothing else. You just list multiple, so I'm not going to list the word multiple. So this should allow one file and give it of type PNG or JPEG. And let's call this uploaded file. And then our contact controller should just be a single file at this point. And I am going to we're going to want to just return an action result here. Ooh, I'm going to update the file, but with that, we don't know what the contact ID is. So let's just do debug.const, debug.writeLine, and then file name, which says we shouldn't use at all. And then I'm going to do return want to do I really want to just return. I guess we return the details and do one right now. Redirect to action details, and then new ID equals 1. We'll have to figure out how to actually get the ID. It's just to do. Save the file to blob storage. To do update the URL for the image. To do, this actually probably needs to be the first. To do get the contact ID. So we got these 3 items here. I'm going to breakpoint here, and hopefully we can get there from our edit. Right now it's only on the edit, so we should be good to go there. Let's start the API in the background. And once that starts, we'll start off. This time I remember to start the SQL server, so it should not get a SQL error. The expression goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's like fool me 15 times. Okay, so let's start you and start you in debug because I want to step through the code. Start yet? Yeah, we'll fix that. Wait. Got it asynchronous, and we're not doing anything asynchronous with it yet. I think it's so long to load. Okay, it's started. Let's hope I click on contacts and not get the... Yay, I didn't get the errors this time. So let's update my number 21 and see if I have the upload. Yes, we have an upload. It doesn't look pretty, but we can fix the upload, or we can fix the stuff. So it wants an image. Let me pick an image. So take that from my OneDrive photo, pictures of me. And which picture do I want to embarrass myself with here? Let's do banana head. We were doing a work function where we were celebrating birthdays, and we decided to do chocolate or just ice cream sundaes, and we were doing banana splits and others. So I dressed like a banana at work with yellow face paint and all. So if I click upload, we should get to that. I click the upload. It's waiting for localhost. Oh, it got here. Cool. So our file is null, which is not awesome, but we at least got to the right action. So let me stop there and see what we did wrong. Ooh, why is my face flashing? At least it's flashing on screen. Let's take a look at the contact controller. Oh, that's what I'm in here. Oh, I changed the name of it. Silly Joe, you changed the name of it. Didn't change the name in the... I wonder if I could just do a ASP4 here. Input type. That's for model though, so I don't know if that really works. So let's just actually I think I can just use upload file, and I'll do lowercase u and hit debug. That's going. Oof. Super tired today. It's a rough day at work. We're in our PI planning week, which is a little rough mentally. Oh, why taking you so long? Helps if I hit debug. Silly me. Oh, there is an error. This should be uploaded file. Well, I can't function today. I actually thought about not doing this stream today because it's just mentally going since 6 my time, which is 10 hours ago or so, and I wanted to take a break, but I have a schedule, so I went with the schedule itself. I love that I finally fixed that SQL error, which is awesome. How logins work regularly. Where's Banana Head? Go Banana Head. Go Banana Head. There you go. Maybe one day we'll pull up the Joe sleeping on a cake picture. Not really technically me sleeping on a cake, but people get very bored sometimes and do some pretty extensive photoshopping. Upload file. Yay, it's not null. So here we have a file with a bunch of stuff. Cool. So we got the first part done. That was relatively simple. Let's work on getting the name for it, for the what's the person's name I'm looking for? The contact ID. So we'll probably have to tweak this. And then I think we have a hidden field here. And I'd put another hidden field over here. And I'm pretty sure we can't have the contact ID duplicated. Actually, it might be able to, but I need to give this a name. Oh, let's see if it works. I don't know if it works or not. But I would have to, I would have to add this and add int contact ID. And let's see if that comes in. So let's hit debug, try it out. Oof. If this works, we can test it pretty easy once I get to that contact viewing. Review, get rid of view, contact, edit, and view page source, or just do this way, do more developer tools, get this to show, and then scan right around here. And see, yep, we have a contact ID in 21, which is the one we're looking at, which is cool. Selecting. Let's choose a file. Let's go with Banana Head again. Click upload and make sure I get number 21 in here for contact ID. Cool. Contact ID is 21. So now we got the file. Now we got the name for it. We're going to want to upload it to Azure Blob Storage. And what time we got? We got 20 minutes. The upload should be good to do within 20 minutes, or the blob storage should be good, but the getting it, creating the blob and everything up in Azure might not be as quick. So let's focus on cleaning this up, and then Thursday we will work on how we can tie that to Azure Blob Storage relatively easily. I have a plugin that, or a package that I created that makes it super simple. So let's stop you. Oops, stop them all. Let's get you cleaned up a little bit. We start off with here. Let's get this in a form group. Here we need a button type equals submit, and then ASP-action equals upload, and class equals button primary, and let's call this upload. And if we follow the rest of the syntax, we would want a bootstrap icons for it. So let's go here and do icons.getBootstrap, and let's see if there's an upload. So let's see, let's choose this one. This one seems to be pretty simple. Copy and paste this out. Add that here. Let's see if, while we're at it, if Bootstrap has anything to style the upload button itself. Get Bootstrap to the .com there. Let's do examples. I don't want the documentation, sorry. And then let's do file. There it is, custom forms, buttons. I think this is kind of what we want to do right here. Look at that. Should have just, oops, sorry. Should have just looked at that first. So that's our fourth option down. So that's this bad boy right here. Let's see, let's get you here. We want to call you upload. So we're going to call you uploaded file. And then give it this accept here. Let's see, area described by input group. That should be that. I don't think we need an ID for that. And that should be good. Let's see what it looks like if we throw this into here. I don't know if that's going to make it look different, but Control S, and I need to get the API running since I stopped that one. Let's try this, see if that looks a little bit prettier, and then tomorrow or Thursday we can work on getting the Bootstrap and the application settings and all that. Or not Bootstrap, blob storage and all the settings and configuration. It's really not a lot of settings and configuration, but it's not enough to cover in 10 minutes. Let's see if that looks prettier. Edit. Ah, it looks much nicer. Much nicer. We'll find a way to throw that into here, maybe in a future stream. How did I take away the form action? Yeah, I did. Oops. Submit ASP-action equals upload file group. That's right. And then we hit upload, should do a subtype. Okay, so we're good now. Stop and rerun. Close you out. Ah, new one started. Oh no, what do I do? Nice, I got that SQL portion working. This is much faster now. Browse. It. Banana head. Upload. Make sure we got the full file name. Files null. Contact ID is not. What did I get wrong? Upload. Oh, betcha I said name wrong again. Sorry, peoples. He's naming so hard. It's called upload file. File, custom file, load file. What? File name is, what did I do? Upload file is where I should have kept the other text and not hit delete on it. See what I did. Got the post, got the MIME type, that's coming back. Class is right. Input type equals file. ID equals upload file. The exception shouldn't matter. Label doesn't matter. Submit should submit for this particular form. And we know it got the ID, but I didn't get the upload file. Got the ID twice. ID is fine. This shouldn't matter. Why did it not come back? iForm file. Let's make sure I got the name right. Copy. Let's get this aria described by. Make sure that's not affecting anything. Class shouldn't matter. That's for styling. Okay, let's try to run it one more time. If not, it's time for Control Z and see what I had there before. why I'm scrolling. It's like we're doing anything with the file. Still no. That's weird. Very, very weird. Let's double check what I did here. Stop you. Come back to you. Control Z, 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 Z. Okay. So this was the text before. So the name was right. Input type file. Oh, ID. That's why. Silly me. Let's just copy and paste you back. Put you in here. Now. This is going to complain because it doesn't recognize the name. I could probably do ID equals upload file. Hey Woody, what's up? How are you? I'm struggling as usual, trying to upload files for the first time in forever. It'll look pretty easy to do, but turned out to be not so easy. But just so we don't get any conflicts, I am going to cut that and put it into a Scratch file for now. See if I have any sitting here. Nope. Let's just add a new Scratch file and call it HTML. This just allows us to put dummy stuff anywhere, so I don't have to worry about wiping it off the clipboard. Now if I hit play, hopefully I got the upload portion right. I caught it off the top of my head. Edit. Browse. Pick that file. Scroll down. Click upload. I know I just Control Z'd it to death. And I probably missed the ASP action. Yes, I did. Killing me, Joe. You're killing me. ASP-action, upload. Now let's just double check this to make sure I'm not going nuts. I don't want to have to hit run again. Hidden contact ID, encoding type is right. Name called upload, description, accept equals this. Label, upload, got the SVGs, got the upload, delete the extra space, save, hit run, or debug run, which I've hit 126 times and I refuse to hit the shortcut. Almost like, don't show me that again, I know. One day I'll remember to hit the shortcut. It's not an F5 shortcut, I like clicking the button. Old mental habits. And then browse, pick a random picture, upload. Now I'm not liking it because it doesn't look like it's actually uploading the file. It doesn't look like it's uploading the file now. Why are you not uploading the file? Let's go look at that scratch. Put that on the side. Split, move right. Actually, I should have did that one down. Let's do move back to previous. And then move that below. Split horizontally and move down. We don't need that here. So let's see. We know this worked. Add the ASP action. Input type name equals file upload. Input type name equals upload file. Button type equals, oh, it's type equals button. Undo's killing me. And then everything else should be fine. So 17 time is a charm. This is why I get paid the big bucks for streaming. I'm excited. I got shipped a new PC that I'm just using dedicated for streaming that has 32 gig memory and a 32 core processor, I think. So can get to one machine and not have to use 3 machines for streaming now. Should be awesome. Just gotta set it up. Maybe I'll set it up Thursday as the stream or a special weekend stream. You set it up. What I don't like is it's not showing the file name. I just don't know if that's a feature of this or not. Yay, file name is uploaded now. Cool. So we're good. We prettied it up. We got the contact ID coming in and the file name coming in. So next up, the next time we stream or later on tonight, if I feel motivated, we can do that. So let's cross off that piece. And next up is saving the file, updating the URL, and then returning it back. So hopefully you learned something outside of the continuing learning that I seem to forget stuff pretty quickly. Since we're not doing anything asynchronous yet, get rid of the complaining. We'll do it for some of the next methods, so we'll add the asynchronous back. That being said, samples will be uploaded shortly. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Have a great day. We'll chat again in the future. Thanks, Woody. Hopefully you guys are doing great.